that this small town in Middle Malaysia is also the producer of the second most expensive spice in the world for international export. Apparently, the weather conditions makes it perfect for them to be one of the only few vanilla farms in the whole of Malaysia. I hear they don't just sell the pods, they turn it into ice cream and coffee too. That's why I am here. There is a reason one travels great distances through thick and thin all over the world just to get some food. That's so the food itself doesn't have to go too far to get to you. When you get close to the hard work, the soil, and the weather conditions that make your dish what it is, it just elevates whatever it is you're eating. Try meeting your food in the middle. I totally recommend it. I don't know about y'all, but this is definitely my #1 favorite ice cream flavor. Vanilla has been in my heart since I was a kid. And how do you think I felt when I found out they don't just make vanilla ice cream, but vanilla coffee and vanilla. Without further ado, let's check this out. I got mine with waffle because that's what everybody does. You get a bit of ice cream with waffle. But this ice cream is made right here in this farm. How farm to table is that? Let's go. Amazing. It's quite sweet, which is good because it's ice cream, but it's full of vanilla flavor. But the vanilla's got a slightly different treatment to it as well. The other thing that they serve here is this ubi kayu together with some sugar and some coconut, and it's a set that comes with not just coffee but vanilla coffee, which is again grown there, brewed there, and drunk here. Oh wow, it's really nice smooth coffee with a slight vanilla finish that is not synthetic at all. And I think this is the word that I'm looking for, synthetic. This here is what I've come for, to eat the beans off the vanilla pod. And where better to get the beans from where the beans were growing. So think about it this way. So the beans were growing there, and then now it's going into my mouth right here. And then you can just open this up over here. And there you have it. There's the beans right there. Oh, here we go. Bismillah. Such a different experience. Obviously, because it's not dried out and processed and turned into that lovely vanilla flavor that we all know, it tastes completely different. And another thing you need to know about this spice is that it's considered a spice even though it comes from the flower family. And why it's so expensive is because it's super labor intensive. There's only one of a few farms here in Malaysia, and so if you're ever in Temerloh, don't miss out the chance to experience this right here because it's unique. Temerloh, being at the very center of Malaysia, would be the perfect place for you to have a dish from every state brought together into a wonderful collage for everyone to enjoy. For example, from Kelantan you have nasi air, but Kak Na Nasi Air does it so well here that even the Kelantanese would be proud. How simplistic do these dishes look, right? I mean, these are the type of dishes that you think of having when you're not feeling too well, when you need a bit of comfort going on. But over here, people have the option to come every day to be comforted by this. This is the nasi air special, you know. They've got some beef balls, you've got the soup, it even comes with slices of beef, and then you've got a whole load of mush down here, which is pretty much broth. Let's just dig in, shall we? Oh. It doesn't just taste good, it feels good. I I find that the stock is a lot more concentrated. There's a much more deeper, intense flavor to what you have over here. This is my personal opinion, of course. The northern style of food likes things sweet, but when you transfer it over to center of the peninsula of Malaysia, you transfer it to Temerloh, and they add their own twist and style to it. Everything just becomes a bit more intense and rich, and I love it. Let me tell you a little story. Kadna herself comes from Temerloh originally. She went to Kelantan in her travels and stayed there for a while and found the love of Kelantanese food as well as this beautiful nasi air. She brought it back and since then has been selling it here in her own style for the past 18 years, and I hope it's here to stay for many, many more, because this stuff is a great representation of what the Temerloh flavors can do to any dish from other parts of Malaysia. Well, if you're up for a drive to the middle of Middle Malaysia, expect to be turned sideways for what it has in store for you. It may look very plain as a postcard, but you can certainly expect a great big show from its Sunday market, produce from the river, sheer size of seafood on a small plate of noodles, and massive flavors from the produce from there, and recipes that are inspired by being there. It's where things naturally meet in the middle.